What if I told you that 90% of realtors are leaving money on the table because they're missing one crucial step in the lead generation process? Today, I'm basically going to be breaking down the exact system that's helping top agents pretty much convert 40% or more leads into actual appointments. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete blueprint to systemize your entire operations. All right, Solo here with Apex AI, and if you're basically a realtor struggling to convert leads into actual appointments, this video is for you. They're basically going to be walking you through the 6 steps that automate your lead generation, qualification, and booking process using AI agents and a proven funnel. Now, honestly, step one is going to be basically a multi-channel lead generation. So first, we'll basically start with our traffic sources in this case. So in this case, you're going to see that you need to be running traffic through any sort of advertisement platform. So whether that's Meta ads, Google ads, YouTube, those are primarily the main platforms that you mainly want to be running your ads from, just because you need some sort of lead gen source in terms of getting people interested in what you have to offer in terms of whether prospects are ready to buy or sell their home in that whole 6 month time span. Especially within this economy, it's a little bit different depending on certain structures and what side of the US that you're on. But it is kind of hard because we are in a very saturated market in terms of low inventory. So using any of these platforms in terms of meta ads, Google ads, or YouTube ads is going to be very crucial in terms of what you do. But you need to have some sort of lead gen process to drive people and drive traffic through your funnel and through your sources. The key here essentially for doing this is honestly not putting your eggs in one basket. So in this case, so once you basically have all your lead gen channels set up, like your Facebook, your Meta ads, your Google ads, and your YouTube ads in this case, now you're simply going to run all those ads through a funnel. And the first part of that funnel is going to be your lead magnet. So anything that's including free resources, home buyer guides, market reports, free home valuation tools, executive market updates, anything that provides value to any of the home buyers, whether they're looking to buy or sell a home, that has any sort of value that's very impactful to them, that makes you more of a credibility and authority person in the space, is going to be valuable. So the first part of your funnel, you're gonna have a lead magnet as far as driving all that traffic through, and then going through your lead magnet as the first part of your funnel. Now, all of this is going to be built on Go High Level, just because Go High Level is just a very easy platform that has a CRM, that has all these integrations in place, and it makes it just a lot more easier instead of using multiple tech stacks, to combine and just make things a lot more complicated for you. Using a platform simple as Go High Level is just very simple. It's very effective in what it does, and honestly, any agency or anyone who operates a business mostly uses this platform just because it does a lot of the heavy lifting. So it works for sure. So like I said, so step two in this process, like I said, is going to be an irresistible lead magnet potential. So step three is simply like I said, a Go High Level funnel. So once they click, they're basically going to hit an opt-in page, which is built into your Go High Level. It's very clean, simple, and it's benefit focused. And simply after they opt in, they're basically going to see a VSL. And when they opt in basically just means that in your lead magnet, they probably, in order to get the free value resource that you're providing, they probably provided you their information in terms of like their things like their name, email, and phone number, just basic contact info. And because you have the information, you can now use that information to essentially be able to then nurture your prospects if they're the right people to qualify, whether they're going to buy or sell a home in that case and stuff like that. So pretty much going back towards the funnel. So after they opt in, they're going to see your VSL, your video sales letter, which is the VSL in this case. It's going to build trust and authority in terms of you being the market leader in your space in what you do. Basically, then they're going to land on a thank you page after that. That basically pretty much sets expectations for what's going to be coming next if they really are the qualified prospect and they're ready to buy or sell their home in this case. All right, step four is going to basically be the AI qualification part. So here's basically where all the magic happens in terms of doing this whole process and having this systemized business in your ecosystem. So your AI agents are immediately going to start qualifying these leads through SMS and email sequences. It's going to be asking about their timeline, budget, motivational levels. And this isn't just nurturing, honestly. This is very intelligent screening that separates, a lot of the tire kickers from serious buyers and sellers. And that's pretty much basically this whole process that's going to kind of follow through, as you can see from this mind map. Next step five in this case, is going to be automated appointment booking. So basically, qualified leads are going to get automatically invited to basically get booked directly into your calendar. So no back and forth emails, no phone tag. The system is basically going to handle all the screening and basically going to send confirmation, and it's going to integrate all with your existing calendar as well too. So it's very simple. So once the leads are qualified, it's going to be into your booking sequence. It's going to ask all the right questions to make sure that they're actually looking to buy or sell a home, what homes they're interested in the area that you're currently in as a realtor yourself. Basically, just make sure that all the logistics are also there as well too. And the best part is that you can also see this for yourself in terms of managing this whole process. All right, now once the qualified prospect has basically booked the calendar into your spot, step 6 is basically going to be the post booking AI agent, which is another agent that we have. And this is really much the game changer that most agents basically miss. So with this post booking AI agent, essentially this system preps your leads for the call. So it's going to send value driven reminders, any free value resources. Like I said, that makes you a very accredited and authority person in the space. And it's going to dramatically reduce all the no shows as well too. So, we're talking about a 30%, to no show rate to under 10%, which is very good in this case, especially like I said, within this demographic and market, especially with inventory being very low. It's very crucial to have a lot of systems basically put in place that is going to increase that show up rate on your calls, because a lot of the times people will essentially just book in calls and then they won't show up, or let's say the call is maybe 3-4 days out, and there's no one checking up on them or messaging them or prepping them for the call. Those little things play a very crucial factor in terms of people actually showing up to the call and actually taking it serious. So that's why this post AI agent comes in very handy, because it does all this for you. It's having reminder sequences both through email and SMS messaging that is going to basically do all this all on autopilot. So all you have to do is pretty much just wait, sit back, and just literally have the prospect show up to the call, and then be able to actually just do honestly what you do best, and that's connecting and actually having human relationships in terms of finding and helping people buy or sell their home in this case. So that was pretty much basically just in a little bit of overview of the system overall. This is very simple, nothing complex, but this again just kind of just shows you that systemizing your business in this way can just make things a lot more efficient and a lot more easier than having too many complex things or having too many tech stacks where you can't really track exactly where you're getting all your leads from, or one lead is coming from here, but then you have to manage it through this system, and one lead is coming from this area where you have to manage it through that system. Where if you can simply just find where all your leads are coming from and be able to track that lead in one funnel, like I said, drive all those leads through one traffic, which in this case is like through a go high level funnel, through like some sort of lead magnet, where that lead magnet is going to scrape the lead's information, make sure it has their contact details, qualify them, and then actually make sure that they're the right prospects that are actually looking to buy or sell their home in a given time frame, especially in your local demographic area. Then be able to then nurture those prospects to then book an appointment with you, and then to also have a post-booking AI agent that's going to nurture them even more, qualify them even more, and make sure that they're prepped and ready for the call to have an increased show-up rate. And all this is done automatically with one cohesive system that connects everything together. So this is a great way to basically systemize your business, make things a lot more clean and efficient. So this was very short and simple, but hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was valuable in that having a system like this could make things just a lot more easier. So like I said, the entire system runs 24/7. It's going to qualify your leads. Simply book appointments while you sleep. And if you want the complete setup and systems, just please check out our link down below if you need help with any of these, integrating these with your current system. And honestly, if it helps, smash the like button or subscribe. And honestly, just remember the difference between struggling agents and seven-figure producers. Honestly, it's not talent, it's just systems. So just build the system, and the system will build your business. So take care.